Today, on Starfield Essentials, I review a creepy paid creation by a prolific quest modder. This is Crater 87 by Caracal. It's available for 600 credits on creations. I'll give an overview, warnings, my conclusion, and spoilers at the end. My name is Richard. Let's get started. Overview. Crater 87 is an achievement-friendly creation. I tried this mod months ago, but I had some issues. It was probably a combination of an early release and the mods I was using. As you can see in this creation history, Caracal has updated the mod several times. I played the latest version. The premise of this mod is that there is a mysterious figure hanging out near the UC barracks in the bowels of Cydonia, waiting to talk to you. Now I have one big caveat throughout the sample footage. I play all of my modded characters with ZeeOgres all-in-one gameplay tweaks. There's so many useful features like easy lockpicking, virtually unlimited vendor credits, and so on. However, one of the changes is that the NPC helmets are removed in breathable atmospheres. I prefer this change. For Crater 87, you're not supposed to see the NPC's face. In fact, there's no lip sync for the NPC. I didn't mind this because in my headcanon, there are some NPCs who communicate telepathically. If you don't like that, then you can probably tweak ZeeOgre's mod to suit your needs. Anyway, here you meet the man from Argos.
Just to make this clear, I don't exist, and we never talked. I don't have time to explain. Just listen to what I have to say. You're the new guy from the mine on Bactera.
After the man from Argos recruits you to help, you essentially become his chauffeur and minion. I'll say more about this in the warning section next. After visiting a derelict spaceship in a decaying orbit around Pluto, you eventually go to Crater 87 on Mars. Here you will do investigative work for the man from Argos, until the big reveal, which I will not spoil. I'll save that for the spoiler section at the end. The Crater 87 facility is well done, with a great layout and decoration. You can even turn it into a player's home after completing the quest. Next, warnings. This creation was pretty stable for me. Some of you have mentioned issues when investigating the ship orbiting Pluto. I think this is a NPC pathing issue. In my playthrough, if the man from Argos didn't see a clear way to move through the ship, he just stood in place. I recognized this and tried to push NPCs around. When that didn't work, I disabled them using the Incapacificator 3000. This allowed the man from Argos to exit the ship and progress the quest. Look at all those incapacitated NPCs. I'm so sorry, but it had to be done. It was the only way to get off the ship. You can't leave until the man from Argos goes. When investigating Crater 87, I did disable the Lazy Scav autoloot mod, as I do with all complicated creations like this. I tend to disable Lazy Scav when I have a mod that considers acquiring an item to be a requirement for quest completion. I also had some weird issues with airlocks. Sometimes they didn't trigger wearing spacesuits. As you can see, my character's running around in his first outfit, and here he's going to go into another area. Also, the airlocks sometimes seemed to stay open because I could hear the weather outside while running around inside. The main problem I had with Crater 87 is that I felt like a helper and not the protagonist. In my opinion, there's far too much waiting around while the man from Argos figures out what to do next. This may sound like main character syndrome, but I don't think anyone plays a computer role-playing game to be an NPC. Here's one example.
I spent most of my life on Mars. I can only tell the difference when I'm on a ship. It's nice watching ships fall out of the sky, the shockwave, braking thrusters lighting up.
And when you do get a chance to ask a question, this is what it looks like.
What does it tell you?
Great, more chances for the man from Argos to just talk and talk and talk. And check how this ends. You literally have to wait for the man from Argos.
See you on the ship.
Let's look at another example. Look at the mission. Listen to the man from Argos. And if you try to interrupt him, this individual is busy. So you just have to walk around as this guy just talks about the classic old radiation plating on the building. Oh my god, this is so boring. Here's another example. Once you finally find your way into this facility, you listen to the plan. You don't help the man from Argos come up with a plan, or propose a plan, or figure out what you need to do next, you stand there while the man from Argos tries to figure out what's going on, and then wait for him to tell you what to do next. Oh my goodness. Next, conclusion. The issues with quest structure and player role make it tough for me to recommend this creation. Even though I spent plenty of time standing around, it only took about an hour to complete it. When you weigh those concerns against the 600 credit price, there's no way I could recommend Creator 87. If it were 200 credits, then it might be worth it. I do plan to review all of Caracal's paid quest creations, so I hope this was an early example and the rest are more to my liking. Thank you, Caracal, for your work, and thank you to all my subscribers. Please consider subscribing to show YouTube that you enjoy positive and honest Starfield content. Special thanks to all channel members. Oh, check out the man from Argos moving around. He's going to get himself situated before he tells me what the plan is and gives me my first task. Anyway, special thanks to all channel members. I hope you're enjoying our private Discord server. If you'd like to know more about membership, click the join button on the channel. There's no obligation. I use your contributions to pay for drives or capturing footage, and to buy creations to review, like this one. Next, spoilers. I promised I'd show a few spoilers, so for those of you who want them, here they are. First, I'll show you where to find the power cell that you need to power the hatch to get into the control room. The man from Argos, if you listen to him, mentioned a little hut, and when you walk inside that hut, you will find the power cell to the right. There it is. Might have said microcell earlier in the video, but it is an emergency power cell. And while you're at it, go ahead and grab all that sweet, sweet ammo and a few credit sticks. Now let's look at where to find the hatch. And it's literally right across from the door that goes into the control center. So drop the power cell in there, and there's the hatch. Open, 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 hatch. Come on, hatch, open. Why will it not open? Oh, because you have to throw the switch. Very good. Drop down inside, run down there, and you will find an airlock. And this will take you underneath the control center, where eventually you and the man from Argos will have a meeting, and he will provide you with the plan that you will implement as the minion in this mission. Let's look at one more. This is an interesting one. Initially I missed this and had some issues. You'll fight a bunch of, I don't know if they're spacers or whatever that are inside. You can't get into that room though because it's all barricaded. However, there is a little hatch open on the top. So just go inside, and if you took out, yeah, there's spacers. If you took out all these spacers through the gaps in the door, then they'll just be in there waiting for you. And here's the big final spoiler.
It was the janitor, wasn't it? That idiot booby-trapped the gate lock mechanism for the entire floor. I guess we're both stuck in here now.
Let's be infinite. Unworthy. And so it is proven.
So there you go. So ends the man from Argos. What have you been doing in Starfield? Your insights make this channel a place for positive and honest discussion of the game. In addition to videos, I also post to the community tab for the channel on a daily basis. If you subscribe, you'll see these posts in your YouTube feed. If you made it to this part of the video, please leave a comment with the word Argos. Also, remember to ring the bell icon and select all notifications. Check out my other videos, and please tell your friends about the channel. My name is Richard. I will see you in the Starfield.